All right, grade sevens, welcome to your science unit on pure substances and mixtures. Over the next several weeks, probably a couple of months, you'll be doing a number of experiments that look at different items, how they react when we combine them, how we react when we separate them, and elements such as that. The first part of this experiment, or the first part of this unit, has you examine how we group things. Science likes to group things according to something called criterias. Criterias are how we make things fit in groups and how we separate things. Because that way science can explain when certain things happen, when certain things don't happen. It also allows them to apply characteristics, and then when they're dealing with certain items, they can make decisions about them. So here's this very simple example. So the first couple of experiments you'll be doing will be asking you to group things, to categorize them on criteria that you've made by observing them, interacting with each other, or just observing them on their own. So here's a classic example. In front of me I have a lovely orange, some grapes, an apple, and a well-earned timed banana there. So one thing I could suggest is the type of groups I could make, or how I could categorize these, are various ways. So the simplest, easiest thing I can group them as an orange, the grapes, the apple, and Mr. Old Banana here. They are fruits. Okay, that's the first category I can make. So I would say my criteria I decide to group these are by what we call them. They're fruits. The second category I could do is I could group them according to if they can be juiced. So a banana really can't be juiced. If I put it in a juicer, you're not going to get much. It has to be mixed with something like milk or another element to be juiced. But I can juice an orange, I can juice an apple, and I can juice grapes. We've all heard of orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. So in this case, I've made another category. The first one was fruits. The second one's things that can be juiced, things that cannot be juiced. I can also make another category, okay? And I could say, well, how do these things grow, or where do they grow? So, for example, a banana grows on a banana tree. An orange grows in an orange tree, and an apple tree. Grapes technically grow on a vine, which is a different form of structure and actually ripen quite differently and are different on the plant. So science can group the same things in different ways based on the criteria we give them. And the criteria is how I divide them into groups. So in this example, I did all fruits, things that can be juiced, and things that grow on trees and things that grow on vines. And that would make me look at them differently. In classic example, since we can't juice this banana, people have decided, well, I need to mix it with something. I still like the taste of the banana, but I want to get it into some type of liquid form. So they have to mix it with another element. As you see, we have our guest star, that's Murphy the cat, and he sometimes will be in the episode. So hopefully he's now gone off to do what he needs to do. All right, so your first experiment, you'll notice at the back of the class there is a baggie with 3 granola bars. They are nut-free, as you can see. There's 6 baggies because there's 18 of you. You're going to be working in groups of 3s, so that's 6 groups. So once you've done this experiment, you don't do it again. Did you hear me, Brian? Okay? So in each baggie is a different granola bar. Okay? And what I'm going to ask you to do is to group them in many different ways as you can using many different criteria. Okay? So you can look at them without opening them, so you can take it up, take a look at it, and group it according to even simply the packaging if you wanted to. And then you'll open the granola bars, you'll break them open, look inside the contents, and see if you can come up with different ways to group stuff. Because that's what science likes to do. They like to put things in categories, because if things have the same categories, they know that they can apply all the same stuff to it and figure out how it works. So that's your first experiment. And yes, of course, at the end, you can eat the granola bars. Happy eating.